Well, friends, welcome back to Activist Collective. It is August 25th. I'm going to have to adjust my mic because I have a higher stool, so bear with me. It's August 25th. I haven't been with you for a minute, and this is episode 27. I was off on summer break with my kid, and it's extremely hard to record with her here. So I had to take a small break from doing this podcast. So thank you for your patience. Thank you for bearing with me. Just in the few short weeks that I have been away from this podcast, an immense amount of shit has taken place. A plethora of shit has taken place, and I am without words for most of it, but I promise you I will find the words. So I'm not going to recap everything that's happened while I've been gone. That would just be crazy. That would be a lot to do. So what I really want to talk about is the problem facing us right now, and that is this massive authoritarian takeover. This administration is flexing raw authoritarian muscle by sending National Guard into American cities without a single request from governors or mayors. This is illegal on so many fronts. It is illegal. That's not law and order, not in the least. Okay? That is an authoritarian style takeover. That's an occupation. Do you understand? That's not freedom and democracy. That is fascism. That is the opposite of what everybody in this country, including the Red Hats, claimed that they were voting for. Do you know what I mean? They said, I want to fix this country. I want to protect our freedom and our Constitution. And no, the fuck you didn't, bitch. No, the flying fuck you didn't. You wanted a fascist takeover and to keep your white supremacy at the apex of the pecking order. That's what you wanted. The federal government is stomping on states' rights, ignoring local leaders, and dropping armed troops on citizens who never asked for them. This is unlawful. It's unconstitutional. The Posse Comitatus Act was written to stop presidents from using the military as their own personal fucking police force. But what can we do, friends? What can we do? Do you know why we have nothing to do? Because the fucking Supreme Court. The Supreme Court of the United States, the illegitimate fucking Supreme Court of the United States, was infiltrated by fucking fascists, Christian nationalists. Every single far-right judge on that bench was placed there this is their moment. They were put here for this moment. Everything that Trump puts in front of that court gets ruled on in his favor. That is their fucking job. And while the National Guard sometimes can be federalized, it has to follow specific legal channels and usually requires state consent, which he's obviously not getting. He's choosing blue states for a reason, right? He's choosing blue states because he knows that these blue states will sue him. Friends, he wants us to sue him. Why? Because it goes right back to the Supreme Court, putting it right back on the bench in front of these fascist Christian nationalist judges. We are going after the wrong people, friends. We have to stop protesting just this president, and we have to show up at SCOTUS. We have to show up at the Supreme fucking Court with our protests. We have to surround the fucking building. We have to stay there day and fucking night. We can't just let them continue to get away with this. When a president bypasses these norms, it's an abuse of power, plain and motherfucking simple. What they're doing is in safety. It's intimidation. It's about sending a message that we don't need your permission to control you. This is the degradation of our democracy, friends. And it's happening in front of us while we do nothing. We are doing nothing. We can sit here and we can protest all we fucking want, but it's not going to help if we aren't protesting the right things. So let's go break down the steps to the degradation of democracy. First, they stop respecting your boundaries. Clearly, that started with the immigrants. Absolutely no due process. The people screamed, give them their rights, give them their due process, and they just barreled through that boundary and they said, no, fuck you. And the court said, yeah, fuck you. We are taking his side. Well, the Supreme Court did anyway. Next, they send soldiers into your streets to silence dissent. Happening now. Happening right now. So listen up, National Guard. Your mothers are crying because of what you're fucking doing. Your family is watching you become the third motherfucking Reich. You are becoming Hitler's fucking posse. And I hope like fucking hell every last one of you bitch ass motherfuckers has to go through the Nuremberg trials 2.0, bitch. And I hope that I get to watch it. I hope I'm alive to watch it. I hope I get to watch you cry and beg for your fucking freedom. I hope they charge you. I hope they charge you with treason and that your sentence is death. That is what I hope for you. You have placed racism at the top of your list of important things to do today. Not saving democracy and certainly not keeping your fucking oath. So fuck you, National Guard. Sit the fuck down. Yes, get court-martialed. I am telling you to get court-martialed and to sit in jail. I'm sorry. How many out there are going, yeah, but would you do that? Yes, the fuck I would. Yes, the motherfuck I would. You know why I never joined the military? Because I didn't want to be a bitch for the government. If they were to turn on the people. I didn't want to have to be afraid to follow orders or to not follow orders. I didn't want to be put in a position where I would have to question the rightness of my direct, leader. Because I could sense that shit coming from a mile of fucking way. I knew that we were barreling towards this sort of shit a long time ago. And to all of the veterans out there standing up against this, my God, you are my heroes. For all of the veterans out there pushing back and using your voice and holding to an oath that you swore to when you were enlisted, but keeping that oath while you are out of the military as a veteran, you are my fucking heroes. You are what this world needs to be. You are the perfect, the words escape me. You are exactly who our children need to look up to. You are the role models our children need to see right now in this time. Before you know it, friends, after the deployment of soldiers into our streets to silence dissent, they're coming for the votes. This is all because of the midterms, because they know they're going to fucking lose. They're going to fuck with the midterms. I need every single state legislator to hold strong against this fascist regime. They're coming for your ballot boxes. They're coming for your voter rolls. And if you hand it over, you fascist fucks, your people will know. Your people will know. Are you watching what's happening? What this administration is doing to Kilmar Abrego Garcia? You should be. You should be paying attention. This isn't just some obscure immigration case. This is a government, one of the most powerful governments on earth, going after a single man. One dude. With lies, trumped up charges, and threats of deportation just because their fragile little egos got bruised. Now, Kilmer is supposedly free right now and at home. He's with his family for the moment, but instead of respecting that, instead of letting the man breathe after being caged by the system designed to break him, this administration is plotting to now ship him off to Uganda. Uganda. A place he doesn't belong, a place they know would put his life and freedom in danger. So ask yourself, what the hell does it say about the government when it can't tolerate a single person standing against them? When this government is using the weight of the state courts, the media, smears, immigration threats to crush one dude and his family, let's just be real, his family's involved. This isn't law. It's not justice. It's not order of any kind. This is revenge politics. Plain and simple. This behavior of a regime that sees dissent as a crime and humanity as disposable. What's happening to Kilmer is unlawful, you guys. They are breaking the law, violating the constitutional rights of a man who has done nothing wrong but exist with tattoos, period. The Constitution doesn't give this government the right to fabricate charges and destroy someone's life just to prove a point. But that's exactly what they're doing. If they can do this to him, friends, they can do it to any one of you. And this includes you red hat motherfuckers. This includes you. I hope you are enjoying your illusion of freedom, baby, because it is not going to last long. It is not going to last long. This is how authoritarianism works. We've seen this throughout history, honey. They are using the Hitler playbook. They are following the Viktor Orban playbook. Step by step by step, process by process, law by law. Tearing down your individual rights and freedoms and tackling dissenters with absolutely just impunity. Just impunity. When a government uses its enormous power to attack a single man, it reveals its weakness. It shows us just how afraid they really are. Because the truth is stronger than their lies. Because freedom is more powerful than cages. So I'm going to say it out loud, and I hope you all hear me. Deporting Kilmer Abrego Garcia is unlawful. Threatening his safety is unlawful. Trumping up charges to justify your bruised ego is unlawful. And if we don't fight back and if we don't stand with him, then the message that we send is clear. That we're willing to accept some fascism. We're willing to accept some of your constitutional rights violations as long as it's not us. And no, the fuck we're not. No, the fuck we're not, friends. Next thing I want to talk about is Virginia Giuffre, the woman who committed suicide months ago, the victim of Jeffrey Epstein, trafficked around to rich and powerful political elites. And then she supposedly killed herself. Supposedly. I don't know if I believe that either. I honestly don't know if I believe that. I don't know if her family believes it. I haven't gotten that far into it. She sent an email to the woman helping her write her book, and she said, quote, "In the event of my passing, I would like to ensure that," the book's called Nobody's Girl. Nobody's Girl is still released. I believe it has the potential to impact many lives and foster necessary discussions about these grave injustices. She died on April 25th of this year. The woman helping her write the book, Amy Wallace, said, "The content of this book is crucial as it aims to shed light on the systematic failures that allow the trafficking of vulnerable individuals across borders. It is imperative that the truth is understood and that the issues surrounding the topics are addressed, both for the sake of justice and awareness." Guffrey had been hospitalized following a serious accident on March 24th. They said, and then died on April 25th. We have to all buy this book. I'm hoping, like hell, that her children will be the benefactors of any money made by it, but it doesn't make that clear in here. It says Nobody's Girl is distinct from Guffrey's unpublished memoir, The Billionaire's Playboy Club. In previous court filings and initially unsealed in 2019, Wallace says she began working with Guffrey on this new memoir in 2021. So this is not the same one that they used in court. This is a completely different one. Guffrey's name has continued to appear in headlines even after her death. In July, Donald Trump told reporters that Epstein had stolen Guffrey from Mar-a-Lago. He said she was stolen as if she was property to take, property to be stolen. We must all buy this book. I don't know what's in it, but I can tell you right now that this administration is probably going to do everything in its power to stop it from being released. You can almost guarantee that. I was just sent, just now, in my little break here, a video of Donald Trump being a little upset that people are calling him a dictator. And I want you to hear what he said. I'm literally just going to play it right from my phone into the mic. Ready? Oh, it's not working. Are you kidding me? Hold on. The volume was down. My bad. We call it a shitty little podcast for a reason. Bear with me. Ready? Go.
And they say, we don't need him. Freedom. He's a dictator. A lot of people are saying maybe we like a dictator.
No, the fuck we don't, bitch. Nobody's saying that. Hey, Trump. Nobody's saying they like a dictator except the fascist brown shirts who would rather suck your dick than sleep with their own wives. If given the chance to suck Trump's dick, they would. Right? Because there is a handful of people in this country who are so goddamn obsessed with this man that they would do anything to be close to him. And those are the people who wouldn't mind a dictator if the dictator was that orange piece of shit. Let's talk about his health, okay? That's what I want to talk about because the thought of that brings me peace and comfort. Eat more cheeseburgers, Donald. Eat more cheeseburgers. Somebody bring that man as many Diet Cokes as he can chug in one day. Keep that sodium flowing. Keep the grease backing up in the arteries. And don't stop there. Send that man a butter-filled fucking cobbler. I don't care. Keep feeding him. A lot of people say, well, we could just get Vance, and Vance is worse. They're the same. They are the same. Donald Trump is the same as Vance. But here's my takeaway. Here, I want you to take away something from this podcast today, since it's our first day back. I have been watching Vance for many years now. Vance has logic, okay? He is a terrible piece of shit, but he's logical. He sided with Trump because he knew that was the only way for him to move forward in his career. And that makes him a piece of shit. That makes him willing to gamble with Americans' freedoms. But he also has a conscience. He also has a wife. He also has young children. Vance is very easy to scrutinize, and he takes it to heart. Vance doesn't get mad and angry and lash out the way that Donald Trump does. Vance takes that shit in. And I feel like we have a better shot of affecting him in a way that would negatively impact him, I guess is the best way to say that. He is not as strong a leader as Donald Trump, because Donald Trump has a I don't give a fuck what happens attitude, right? He does not give a shit. And so I feel like regardless of who's in office, Vance or Trump, we're still as fucked as could be. But I feel like we have a better chance with Vance. I don't know who said initially that Vance was worse. But what I do know is that I feel that we have a better shot of getting under his skin in a way that might make him feel some sort of nostalgia for freedom and democracy instead of burn it all down so I can be rich. Do you know what I'm saying? And this could all just be wishful thinking, but from what I have seen, he does not like to be ridiculed, but he doesn't lash out the way that Trump does. He's more of a take it all in kind of guy, which tells us something. Okay? Anyway, you guys go send some Big Macs to the White House for me, okay? I got to get back to work. I love you guys. Hopefully be back on more of a regular basis from this point forward. One a week is my goal. And if we get more, we get more. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for listening. Do the best you can to make this the best week possible and every day thereafter, because we don't know what this future holds for us. But I know one thing. I'm going to fight like fucking hell. I'm going to try and mobilize you guys. I'm going to try to energize you guys. I'm going to try to invigorate you guys. And I'm going to try to get you out there. I want to try to get you out there in those fucking streets so that we can fight back against this. And remember, SCOTUS needs to be protested. We have got to get people to the Supreme Court. Those people also live in a world where God dictates what they do, and that gives us a way in. When we can say, is God happy with you? You know, we can go at them from a religious standpoint, and that's leverage. So we got to be going after SCOTUS more. Not in a violent, physical way for the morons in the back. I mean protesting, talking about them. Talking about them. We need to make them the topic of conversation, you know. Anyway. All right, everyone. Take care of yourselves, and we'll talk soon. Love you all.